Ewan Thomas, MBE, is a gold medal winning athlete. He's represented his country at the Olympic Games and was part of the gold medal winning 4x400 relay team at the 1997 World Athletics Championships in Athens. Ewan's career was hampered by injury, but at the 1998 European Championships in Budapest, he won gold in both the individual and 4x400 relay events. And he remains the UK and Commonwealth 400-metre record holder. So what is it that took Ewan to the top of his game? Richard Bandler uncovers the secrets of his success.
One of the things I've discovered about many successful people is they're hard to satisfy. That's part of what propels them forward. But for you to consider entering these races and competing, you had to be able to have something which propelled you forward. You had to think of this as the thing to do. I mean, did you see yourself as a winner of races?
I just wanted to, and everything I still do, be the best that I could be at that.
Okay. Now, how did you get yourself to train every day?
Well, when I was at uni, I went to the Commonwealth Games off very little training, if I'm honest. I was a typical student, going out too much and telling my coach I was training like 3 times a week, but I was training once a week. I ran a time of 45.9, which I didn't make the final, but I went away and I actually gave myself a stiff talking to, because I thought, if I can honestly run that kind of time off very little training, what could I actually really do if I pushed it?
So when you gave yourself a good talking to,
yeah,
you have this again, inspirational voice that looked at something which could be called not doing well, instead said, you know, well, I didn't really train, man. Really, if I applied myself, how much better could I do?
Yeah.
Okay, and you have a tendency to listen to that voice as opposed to other
Definitely.
voices.
And that's what happened. I finished my degree. I moved to Southampton. I worked in a clothes shop in Next, part-time in the mornings, folding clothes and selling clothes, and in the evenings I trained. And I just said to myself, because this was long before we had like government lottery funding, this was my mum and dad saying, look, we'll financially help you for a year, we'll pay your rent, let's see how good you could be. And I just, through respect to my parents, I just trained my heart out every night, to the point that maybe I was sick most training sessions, just to see how good I could be. And that year, I just had a breakthrough.
Did you keep thinking about winning when you were training?
I just remember words that people had said to me on the way, like a guy called Dan I used to train with, the best 400-metre runner in my event before me, Roger Black, used to train with my coach before. And this guy, Dan, said, look, you've run 45.9 off nothing. If you train, within a couple of years, you could be the British record holder. And I was like, oh, do you really think so? And once again, that did happen, but I didn't. It was hard to imagine it, because I was a long way off in terms of time from running what I had run.
But you kept playing his voice over and over.